I finally got what I've always wanted, a magic trackpad for my new Mac Mini. It's tax-free weekend in Florida, and this was also an open box product, so I got the whole thing for $30 off. I'm always shopping for bargains, and I figured this was probably about as cheap as I could get it brand new. In Best Buy, you can buy a lot of like open box items, and you'll see the little sticker here on the packaging. Basically, it's literally someone bought this, was like, never mind, I don't want it, and they return it in perfectly new condition, but because someone else already peeled the plastic off, you save money. In my case, I saved 20 bucks on this. This is $130 to buy the silver one. For whatever reason, the black Magic Trackpad is $150. I'm not sure why. I wanted the black one. I saw it was more money and was like, never mind, I'll just get this one because A, it's on sale, and B, because it's tax-free weekend, I saved another $10 off of the purchase of this trackpad because I didn't have to pay any tax on it. So I got this for about $100 even, and that was super awesome. So anyway, let's go ahead and open up the Magic Trackpad, set it up on my Mac here, and check it out and see if it's worth the money. Actually, as you can see here, the trackpad is literally brand new. It hasn't even been removed from the shrink wrap here. So, great deal. You just peel the bottom off, and I mean, we're talking, listen, hold on. You could even hear me break the seal right there. I mean, this is a brand new trackpad that I got for just a couple, like 20 bucks off of the actual retail price, which is crazy that you can do this because it's like there's absolutely nothing wrong with these products. They're just already been opened by somebody else. And in this case, they probably bought it, taken it home, and just been like, never mind. And you just saved 20 bucks. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking at the system requirements for this particular trackpad. And in order to use this trackpad, it says you need a Bluetooth 4.0 compatible Mac, which I happen to have, as well as version 10.11 or later. I have 10.10.5. So I need to upgrade my Mac in order to use the trackpad that I just bought. So that's going to be something else that I have to do now that I have the trackpad. I'm going to have to go in and upgrade my Mac. Again, not something I was expecting to do. So we'll go ahead and upgrade to Mojave. This is working, but at the same time, it's definitely kind of pointless to have a $100 trackpad and then only be able to use the same function as you can use with my $12 mouse from Walmart. I might as well fix it. Alright, so like 2 hours later, my computer's finally updated to Mojave. Now my trackpad should actually do something. Hang on. Alright, so dark mode for sure. Yay. So finally, after probably spending around an hour updating everything on the computer, the trackpad finally works the way it's supposed to, which means I now have full gesture control over everything. A 5-finger pinch brings up the app switcher. If you swipe in off the side, it brings up the notification center. All kinds of good stuff like that. 4 fingers into the expose mode. So let me show you around real quick, and I'll also show you some of the force touch functionality. Alrighty, so here we are on the desktop. First and foremost, let me go ahead and show you that force touch capability, which is super, super cool. So if we just kind of hover over an icon and push in on it, we should get a preview of some of what can be done with force touch. Let me try clicking on a link here. So if I hold down on this link, you'll see I will get a little preview window that pops up, and I can actually see what's coming up inside that preview link. So that's one of the functionalities on Force Touch there. You can click down to get a preview of what it is you're going to open up. So if I click down here, you'll see it'll open up a preview of whatever item it is that I'm trying to open off of the desktop. If I wanted to open up this JPEG, for example, I'll get a quick little preview there just like that. Or of course you can open it like you would a traditional item, and then it will look something like that. Now, as for gestures throughout the system, if you happen to have multiple things open, let's say I've got something open here that takes up the full screen, one thing I can do is swipe up with 4 fingers like that, and I'm in Expose here. I can swap over to my desktop, dragging across with 4 fingers, swipes me in between desktop modes, between the desktop and windows that are open on the computer. A 5-finger pinch will pull up this menu right here, so I can get into all of my applications and go through those just like that. And there's quite a bit you can do with this. 2 fingers dragging it off the side pulls up the notification center just like so. And then you can do a few other things with it, I believe. So that's just a few of what the things are you can do with a Magic Trackpad. Super easy to set it up, and as long as you're running the latest version of macOS, you're not going to run into any problems. The only reason I had issues with this, again, is because I was not running the most recent version. But for the vast majority of users, if you're running the latest version, you're not going to have any problems. Again, I upgraded to the latest versions, no problems whatsoever. So, great trackpad, got a great deal on it. If you have a Mac Mini and you're looking for a trackpad and you don't have one, I recommend picking up the Apple one. It's just a great trackpad, and I recommend the trackpad over something like the mouse that you can buy from Apple. Even though the mouse is $30 cheaper, you benefit from all those gestures that I was just showing you, because you can't use the gesture controls quite the same on the mouse. So I highly recommend moving up with a trackpad, just based upon all of the gestures that have been built into macOS. You will benefit from these gestures, I think. At least in the workflow I am using this computer for, having a trackpad has been nice. I mean, I've wanted a trackpad since the beginning, and I finally have it. So if you're thinking about getting one, you're probably going to enjoy having a trackpad. So I say, if you're thinking about it and you have the money, go ahead and get a trackpad. Anyway, that was my unboxing and review of the 2nd generation of the Apple Trackpad. And if you're thinking about getting one, you should. Thanks for watching.